but be interest a war and a pair of stories no. Number one no yeah Brian to Manchester United, Brian in Buemo to Manchester United deal no. Also catch Spurs for now no Oberfree Brentford a person call to Manchester United pay on pay baby I could be me feel me to say okay say bet me a movie from 45 million pounds 10 me count and all of that you know me interest in her crowd me interest in her. I look out for what the guy brings, and first of all, I'll be thinking about the impact of the BBC. The other day, I was disagreeing with Nibano because my judge let me say he's somebody who goes to CCA of finding a fit our club anymore. But when you'll be able to do any so going or heading into the future, that was where my disagreement fell. Okay. You know, that day with Akomia, but sticking to what the club wants to do. Now, I'm Nibano alongside Cunha no. Couple of my church I do has say. You know, just so Junior who say I'm more in the formation Ben Obo and Sana do I Brian in Boom come on because every player, regardless of the status, who hear adaptation. Boy, Messi no born Barca, and you know about France. People still argue they say Messi grow into me and money here. Ronaldo, they're not the year of Madrid, no. He had to fit himself into the Juve setup, no. So people said, they say, Wanyana said, you're no more pen and now so Wanyana Madrid, no. Every level of football performance, he has to be adapted. So, Brian, but the system, Ben, bring the best out of him. Brentford about 3-man attack. And then you need people before Ivan Toney, a free Brentford that corner. Now, I'm about Juan Wesa on the left. Now, I'm about Brian on the right. Yeah. Now, Ivan Toney about top. Shadrach bet me a video on this. Yeah, visual kakra. It was a 3-man attacker. Very, very fluid. Fluid as in the sense that, but be all done on your static. Couple on the world TV. No. Look at the top 3 no. Yeah. Top 3 here: Brian Mbeumo, Yohane Wissa, and then Ivan Toney. Me and say die. There's no rigidity. So Ivan sorry top one man. Brian bet me a kakosho. So Wissa free left to her. Ivan Toney drop it special left to her. We said it was top war. There was a lot of fluidity in the final third. We a 3-4-3. The base and the middle part of his formation, any Amorim dealing in our pet. Okay. Nemum Amorim has something to do with. I want to set up in our show Manchester United no. Couple. The 2-man midfield no Amorim Bebrepa. Liverpool becoming with 3. Szoboszlai McAllister, why no? Szoboszlai McAllister, Ravenback. Yeah. Omi and Son of Infield. Man City beba with 3. Whichever freebie or pick be a technical excellence in Osoro. So, 4-man midfield with 2 central. No, I'm going to ball with Manchester United. No, couple. On Shane being so. Amorim, if he wants to get the best out of Brian Mbeumo, Matthias Cunha, no, it should be 3-5-2. It shouldn't be 3-4-3. Shadrach in Manchester United and Amorim Nemra. 3-back Canadian, meaning who has some name and Finfi no shame walking. What do you got to Kobe Menu, Eco German City? You would have to win the game from different angles. And Finfi. Even Arsenal, all the 2 Eco Arsenal, over win the game no different angles of the field. And Finfi. Liverpool, similarly. Who play free England now call Europe. I can say for the 100 year couple. Me and some no be share beyond dominate. You would always have to fight and win the game in different departments. And imagine much say Thomas Partey ka Arsenal for Jana Manakui. Now the Kobe Menu can now the Bruno Genemu. Now the Matthias Cunha and Mbeumo to top. No about 2 wing backs in 3-5-2. So that 2 strikers in bet me a movie as change positions. But talk about 3 top no why now they can 2 na ba ho. Couple and Komoi and me Manchester United for be betimase. About 3 top. My catch was a Brentford the end of me and said, be able to move Kobe. At Manchester United, me and said, oh, Bobo Ganacho, Nadiraka 2 no. Or Qua, Obo Kobe Menu Casemiro, now the Fernandez Akako 2 no. Do you have balance in the final third? Bruno as your chief creator, now Nakako to top, I can 2 strikers no. Now why in the supplementing VV2 no.
Be shorty.
Obe shorty. 2, unya balance in the final third. Yeah. To have more balance and space for 2 strikers, no man, you know, imagine Mudra or Jane Son Baba Buano. Give them more balance in midfield by playing 3-man attack, 2 wing backs. That gives you 5 in the middle. How bad are the couple? spatial awareness and all that, and we compact. But 2 central, 2 out, 1 and 3 and top. And say 3 ben our bono top war in Bomo Cunha and a wine. In Bruno Cunha and a wine out in a count top war. So the balance has to start from the midfield. Knowing your space, a lot of space, there are 2 strikers and creativity and all that. Other than that, now my dream which I'm coach, a bat in 2 ways.
Okay.
Either say, who your coach, our squad never adapted to war, or war or adapted to squad no. Diego Simeone, the ideologies are reflecting on the kind of players I want to. Players are aggressive, or bite, or energy, a lot of commitment. With or without the ball, speedy nature of his attack. It's in a Griezmann anyone. I call Alex Bainer, did a free Villarreal dinaba. Suddenly teams in aye. About the car, Julian Alvarez in the final tell lot of creativity, energy because Griezmann or drop it. Simeone no. Luis Enrique before PSG no. Unim how not team the ball couple. Say currently Luis Enrique ball now bono. Say na wash ball na uhuno. Nobody thinks about the previous PSG, Everybody right now, PSG, Luis Enrique, Pep Guardiola similarly. Almost squad based on their ideology and how they see the game.
Okay.
A two coach, I know the style of play. Then the tour be a bit because a player way dear, as a bomber team way, or
because the style no need team the fat.
Synchronization of techniques. Player no Ojin say, or bet me a bomber team way, or crowd on your technical man.
Sure.
A two squad na who ideology and you want the Alex Ferguson style no when you share squad now one no why you almost said you almost pen no they are winning. Check the 2013 squad and nothing the WBS Fergie squad ben 2013 Fergie only the ideology of the mini BB the squad he has he gets the best out of them. Ujao kwan we are a couple strength here he gets the best out of you.
Okay.
Not couple should fit into me my ideology. Do you get a picture? That is the concept of national team football. National team football players na wono omo na be use.
Yeah.
Into make us impeccable ball but me could to be about there.
Yento.
Sara na Fergie okochie. It also be discussing Fergie ideology da. And now me.
Yeah. Me too as
he gets the squad and gets the best out of them. But Pep Enrique Simeone, you know, omo ideology then they get players who aligns with the ideology. I'm worried my baba catch and I don't say on changing the star no wa ma meka couple refi who can so kai me
sure
baba meka was on changing the star no meaning say the players would have to fit into an own ideology no and no na mempe no
ti untimi ana okọ
and no na mempe no kunyama and then in Boma would need a lot of supplies. If you want to have that supplies in a couple the balance would have to come from midfield. So when you offer 2-man midfield in the Bejina Kofan Chenche 2, now Kofa Ganacho Kofan Eco Company for me one couple Manchester United will still be still. They will be still stagnant because coach Nigeria there's a lot of rigidity on the system now. Antonio Conte in the 3 back by you, but now we are flexible. Media the person catch more no.
Making sure so Bema system now flexible.
Yes.
So players no be to me adapted.
Exactly couple. That has been my point. And the bad is I never born room. A young coach, you know, on fetching my edge
go here resource.
You need resource, and the club now also has to move.
Yeah.
That's my point. Get the best out of the 2 strikers in our top by balancing the midfield. Other than that, Obesa struggle, even getting the 2. Ronaldo, like I say, oh, football. Ronaldo Fenomeno. Osro Neymar.
Hey.
Osro Neymar. Osro Neymar.
I didn't know Osro Neymar. I said no crane no can.
Yeah, Ghana has a CI, you know. So to add the collab. Na offer Kevin Prince Bati na me fa say omo eya koni bi ye hwan ya.
Yeah. Babara man na
Babankoy Jadwe no ka Babankoy.
So oba ya che.
Oba ya che but me kan game no nya Ghana ha.
Oh okay.
Game no omo eya kwa as Ghana ha ye dwo omo kwan bi sa no. Oh, as a Gigi on mu but ya kwa so onko bi sa.
Yeah.
Now oh you sure say Sulemoni esie ba ka say we on deserve collab. Ometimi. Omenya that confidence na bro. Ebinie. We are in 2025 no June and June by the near July. Next year about World Cup. There are a lot of factors so we need the horn more. Uba say Neymar is out of the picture for Brazil. He's not out of the game. Game ni there. Messi mo cry free. Mo say Messi mo that's who. But Neymar for Brazil and their status, who they have been over the course of time.
I think watch Brazil from the Neymar ya more minor.
And history. My catch yourself football. You either talk about history or recency. So we robu tunungu ha a recency. O rogu ha near the company for no legend. Near from legend now what all. But robu to the we analyze you per the current demands. Now current demands of the World Cup no unim the echo. There have been more the technical nature of the World Cup no Brazil at some points. Look, I'm gonna call 1970 World Cup no. Look at the squad. 1970s, all technical from goalkeeper. I could see number 9. Be an important. Carlos Alberto, Brito, Wilson, Piazza, Ivarildo, Clodoaldo, Gelson, Jazino, Pele, Valino, Tostao. This squad at the born 1970. They dominated football. Emma Wow no Beshia, squad we are not they defined centuries. Say 100 years, all this guy says squad about 10 years old, 50 years old, 100 years, all this guy says squad, better squad about 1970 didn't count. But the technical nature of the Brazilian squad no, I faded with time. Oba onima betu US 94. Na sesa kakra. US 94 squad na sesa kakra. In the final third no Romario Bebeto and then anymore. Zino Mazino, Cesar Mazino and then Mazino and the Danche Hasi. Omachi pe no aba benya Adunga and a Moro Silva. O se technical ni frɛ ni mu ho. Oba onim kakra no aba beto Japan Korea 2002. Japan Korea 2002 no o hwɛ Brazil squad na so omakonya Ronaldinho afa no asoro from PSG awoba. Ronaldo Phenomenal was on the peak of the game. Rivaldo free no. But Japan Korea 2002 and Brazil start to say be involve Carlos and then Cafu game no more.
Yeah.
So mummy no need more flanks and critique cross so you be BAB. And two Ronaldinho no sa won Rivaldo has the time on a Ronaldo Phenomenal be partner in the final third. Now we'll check it from 2006 Ibano. Na Ronaldo nyini na ekohia mo yo lele say no. E free hoba na Rivaldo so ko. Na Ronaldinho that's what the prime. I feel no so be drew.
Yeah.
Then 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 hono confederation. 2010 you mo quarter final.
Yeah.
If you go Brazil bio. Na Brazil na won bio no. Enye Brazil as a man yo. The quality, the extreme nature of their squads and everything. Now Refia about Ronaldo make kind of pain say World Cup no assess from being technical World Cup to a more physical World Cup.
Okay.
Russia 2018 we should follow ya some of the games in Ibino. A purely physique. Belgium Brazil and Open America wasem. France Argentina. Croatia matches no boy no. Brownimbra bedru Qatar 2022. And no so check Netherlands and Argentina game no. Okay.
Yeah.
Shadrack make pictures in me. I want to Messi quiet.
No quiet, celebration.
I am purely physical. And me kai come 2014 not just a name a prayer no. It was a message given to us by the gods. Send wake up process from Kikiani catch no. Me bu na mabu. You know this game what it has turned to be. Now first game between Argentina and Saudi Arabia. Okay, sorry. Saudi Arabia for play bia who Ronaldo I know they are Kutia who Messi who son and that it was look Argentina and Saudi Arabia rivalry bend the montem but look at that game Argentina team I don't to form that is the game all the playmakers and all your domichao. Do you think Neymar can survive 90 minutes in a World Cup game currently recovering from ACL? Neymar can cover from the first game of the World Cup to the last final. A Korean France de Messi fast on the key playmaker of the side. A Korean Netherlands de Messi fast on can okay Morocco the Portugal game no. Look at now even Ghana and Uruguay game. Look at the intense nature of the game. Look can Neymar survive.
Yeah, but any so be free bench aba kakra be 30 be 40.
Na the mama reho e wasem no ho said we are in a moment Vinicius, Rodrigo, Richarlison mo ho. Matthias Cunha mo ho. Now that should we need to name us so the greatest hope of Brazilian football. Oh, where is the hope? Brazilian football. Oh, where is the hope?
Neymar is the hope.
Now, Mami Diarra home why they appointed Ancelotti as another error-prone decision.
The Ancelotti beat Neymar anyway in every squad. No.
Look, Ancelotti go back in the career, the first squad that was parodied successful as a manager. Ancelotti need time for project feeling Brazil at home, they need to have that at the back of their mind and start thinking twice. Ancelotti the superstardom level no you can go back and check Ancelotti. Eti baby a Brazil do no ya ties in so say ya ties in so form Matias Kuna na lead line no. When ka ho Martinelli mu ne ka ho Richarlison, Rafinha mo. The best players for Brazil currently are not the number 9s. Number 9 Brazil ni bio. They are the wider players, but tete no na wider players in supporting cast. 9 for ne kwa na we mo support wo. You can check Bebeto, Romario, Ronaldo, Firmino. Only Brazil number 9 once a but today, omo atwetwe na e dance no, omo define samba football no. Omo ni dom so. Enkane France 98 check it time na Dennis ba game no. Brazil leader na omo the Dennis na ba. No be jirija ball no so no delay time. But the key men for Brazil currently, Rafinha and Vinicius mo. Where are their number 9s? Lucas Paqueta mo. This squad no here obi a what Brazil football na say. Now I check a club World Cup no. Performance by Flamengo mo, Botafogo mo, Palmeiras mo. No one building a new face of identity for Brazilian football.
It will be very difficult new due to the current trend of even Brazilian star players, playing in Europe. Now, omo born in akoye as a ya young to say Europeans.
Yeah.
Akolani si sukura na wa boy one season at the top. The following season we free go Europe. And your say. But you see, I don't know how they are going to do it.
Okay.
But identity of national teams are quite different from identity of clubs. Adaptation is key when it goes to clubs.
Yeah.
But I think for national teams, it is the culture. Argentina, opa for Moko Europe 1 billion times. They will still be who they are.
Yeah.
Spain for no, opa chichomu, they still be who they are. Italians are pushing to go back to who they were. Italians is so many abreno.
Yeah.
And now you have a trade the entire national teams nigu. Because I say, Omako for foreigners, baby.
About rumor.
I'm going to go Juventus ni AC Milan moi.
Yeah.
National team there, it is totally different. And I think Brazil would need to think and understand. Or more try to adapt to their current quality or more by bringing an European coach.
Yeah.
Because European style. But going forward, they will need to think beyond that.
So much is so my identity.
Because they are solid players here. I go in Switzerland and I'm what I say, solid guys within Fluminense and Flamengo. They will do things and do it right. Never results from the more clubs and
yeah. Club World Cup in Brazil for now responding. Local clubs, and now we're more Europe for no do back or from Brazil and come we see near. I want to be in Ponchester, Brazil for no. And the amount of conversation we dangerous for Brazil. They say check a France team, from defense, you could see attack.
Yeah.
Check that team. Ebia, all their stars better me yon kakra. So unya jinun tumu as world class number 1. You know from Milan and then France based on the now go Laurie,
Yeah.
But Saliba Konati, national team Ben was our class and 4 and 5. Saliba Konati, Latras. Remember Bobby Bomud Omo Latras and I'm fine with it. I mean, day Kundemo. France for boys in a boat to enter Brentford way. They have a lot of quality in the final third. You talk about Spain, Argentina squad now near Boswa. Guyana Simeone mo. So national teams in be sorry. Squad in Ususa yet who's more Spain, France, Argentina, Portugal cannot be written off. Look at Portugal. You know Mendes more, Vitinha, João Neves more, Ronaldo crowd. We feel says we make you no. They still won a trophy last time. So Brazil na yanko fo ni we mu said about Africa na fofo ne esoro fo no say na dey na koy couple and na Africans we need be na Ghana ya kwada be yes questions to be asked whenever a dominant force touches a trophy wo ye bebu say questions na woni na sha say o oko na where na Brazil crop na babu watch so mo ko na Brazil o say Neymar is the hope Ronaldo and Canesa
no
right Kudus there my little advice I remember Kudus in say baby odru no so want me a movie and call big club ebe you could say I'll be very much disappointed.
Okay.
Couple how me rank could so me rank no soro pa o. Me rank could so soro. Na football a funny game. Obi betimi de ade ba akopɛ odi bedidi ho on life mu nyina no de kosoro but obi so benya talent no you can say football talents or dribbling or passing or skills or shooting or bibia jetina ne career no from just is why we keep saying say a footballer's career is like a pyramid or a Christmas tree e wase na kase e kosoro a na bebre prupugu na ka champion for no kwa na e kosoro ka enti so no so but ase no so say no busa me say Kudus a quiet fast to dribble Africa how we me ensa omo Kudus di top players and him dribbling obeboni di passing obebo Kudus di ya football even shooting crown you still add Kudus but on the game net here obi di ade baka Olivier Giroud on money na antwe Kudus be twe ontwe pass Kudus on go share what go no nko aba be France all time top scorer table obebo Zidane di obebo Giroud di ho yebo Michel Platini bo Henry di yebo Giroud di but na ba nkum ni ti no yeah, for no to net and crowd break kakra. Look at somebody like Lukaku.
Yeah.
It's a Kudus multiple talents now one.
When Chimian fan qua
I'll be disappointed so much.
You can't train
was a sunny agent. So hopefully things will work out.
I'll be happy.
I think the Ghanaian players, one of their biggest problems is
sure.
Antoine Semenyo, I rightly believe say Uncle Benny opportunity to move to a top club.
Yeah.
If any agent need to be dealing with Emma Bournemouth, but Bournemouth no so what turn Dean Huyson then Real Madrid or turn another centre back then Paris Saint-Germain. What I say, what turn Milos Kekes.
Yeah.
At the number Liverpool, so Nakokobedi and any no be to Amanako. I understand.
Yeah.
But in preparation for next season or next summer, his agent should start looking for clubs and be negotiating for a price a fair to Antoine Semenyo.
Okay.
What did they mention? If Antoine Semenyo is going for £70 million, then Brentford will have every right to step up and say, because you check the numbers and the goals now, Now, Nottingham Forest are rejected 55 to 58 million pounds for Anthony Elanga.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Omujina, you see, a pricing of players, and then Jinama Hawa, Ubia City the ball.
A ton of players. So.
But maybe to me, as a team, be also the value than a team for a certain player.
Yeah.
Say, tra, uncle.
You try to
as I selling club, yes. Liverpool to one him, so no need trim no who is a Florian Vet. 150 million euros plus add-ons, no. Yeah. The price no
to Obeto.
But if they felt any price no
yeah, that one there.
City see there be any price no. O se mento anameboa.
Yeah.
From vet no ka so beto.
Obi ane
o se the price no mento. It will do the limiter. Obesa, I say there's only one club no we are say no. Ye bukata ne say dey bia me ka say bukata ne say Manchester United. No limit club e kwatra. It work us mo na adwuma na aba ho say ne de say mbuo mu no mo pe kwan bi so pe bibi edisi no mo pe attention bi pe kwan bi so mo be so dey cover ne o manya sa so say be ba
well new where you are now sure come here to us come here dey talk Kudus
na person because there are certain clubs that so move ko babi said Napoli e okay ma me pa Inter Milan e okay o say Madrid ne Barca free picture no Madrid ne Barca they say Kudus there pressure be bad so
United should even be there
yeah but also for Champions League football no na be
but the mileage at Manchester United they be more even outside Champions League football immense. I'm telling you, there are certain clubs when you go there, even without a major competition like the Champions League, a do to different level. Because the scrutiny and everything that is attention there was so in your mouth obey a do different level cry. May I believe say in both na say in both into mo pay no. Kudus can also do it. That's why I say the difference is in Bomo share more goals last season. But age-wise, in Bomo no cross over any move 1 year or 2 years down. Kudus in terms of that. And I believe West Ham and the kind of coach they have now and what they want to do. No coach in the one and idea about Kusi.
Manchester for Kudus in Gwajiri.
Dabi. As a man, okay.
It will be in the Sukaka.
The Champions League football no there.
Oh yeah, Champions League.
Yeah, boys also catch Champions League.
Your clubs go on my way of wine. Messi to say Brazilian national team egu a oka wan say yenya do shemu a na ko play me your club be one way it takes you to a different level quite different
man your platform
we so oba national team ni kura na nante kura be sisa ene ne nkomo oh yes
cause oba man
no na call United na say ya baby or call if omo country bi akobọ Mozambique o se baby na omo they went to Uganda to play qualifiers
okay
I'm for to Gubas you say who Onana
Satan no about Champions League finals
Champions League final no bowie no call the chrome no dey fans say na club say bi ukọ Johnson dem kura akwa guzo kura na cameras uzo
but so pay Europe
Champions League
the standard na club be kura so na be for this escalade but now the club be pan na standard chair Manchester United gidigidi a be foul
the Champions League in the how and I don't know how
oh there be again on the hammer per se but I
don't know how
but for a club like Manchester United na Kudus be ka say ope no Kudus even on there Kudus na mu kwa fa Man United ko tune na ka che ne say omuni champion obebo asum se sore ko no any PR juma na me you see form is temporary class is permanent
of course that one there
there are certain standards yes there are so boss a club or more valuable club as CIS your body biana the top 3 are always consistent Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United it is always consistent the pedigree and the standard of such clubs
Champions League
or the form can have one in faith but still na person obo now Barcelona no money na Europa can have press on Messi Rafinha or catch Chelsea for the say massa Moody Scaba so there be. Let's say Chelsea bede more than the Barcelona bede.
Sure.
Or say there be. And you maybe one must can't mean talk.
Okay.
And you maybe one must
or what I say.
No good to first camp. E be the Kuta United money sa clubs. What I say.
Kudus consider. On consider na.
Oh, if Manchester United because me who say if United are paying such an amount, na Brentford for the true your most Samstala, Kudus could literally fit in. Kudus will literally fit in. What am I say? And yes, the Premier League no more be that.
Yeah,
he's still in the Premier League, and Obama resource.
But Kudus Bruno, another Dion.
Yeah, easy.
Kudus Bruno. But it's only 6 or bite Machi.
Yeah.
And I'm only hoping say United your muye nyina chi no. O mesa kwa kurema kwa kope e me for da nesa so share ba. Baka po dem won sem kan.
Yen kwasa eni kowo.
Na ensem no new ne Steve Obebo ame ha.
Okay.
Because me maintain your maybe ase kakra. Na baby a me gina pa na ye Diego Simeone eni Atletico Madrid. Maybe obi a expectations no and to be me way from 2 different angles. One, from the personality na nkasa perspective.
Okay.
Number 2, from club and also perspective. In terms of expectation.
Okay.
Mene wo ka say Atletico Madrid assign Matteo Ruggeri 20 million euros. Baina 45 million euros. Cardoso almost bear 35 to 40 million euros.